Now let's talk about some of the other moves and some big names going places, obviously, Mike.
Really a stunning move with the Giants making the trade for Odell Beckham. And I have to say, some people will look at that and say, well, look at in comparison to what the Steelers got for Antonio Brown. But Beckham's younger. I think he's maybe even more dynamic of a player, though Brown is very good too. And I didn't think the Giants were in the position to be trading him now, or at least trying to set up more. And I think for the Cleveland Browns, on paper, it is a great move. Again, it's Odell Beckham, and Odell Beckham has had his issues, certainly, with the Giants. But all of a sudden, the Cleveland Browns are a must-see team to watch right now. They actually have weapons, and they're doing it in a big-time way. So I think if you're a Giants fan, you got to be sitting back going, there is no plan at the moment for what we're doing. And if you're a Browns fan, you got to be excited.
Excited. It's must-watch football, but I don't know for what reason that's going to be yet. Is it going to be because of all the egos and all the drama? And I mean, I would love to see Hard Knocks go to Cleveland again this year because they would probably be the most entertaining Hard Knocks we've ever seen. I don't know. We'll see how those pieces fit together. But on paper, you're right. It looks like a great move for the Browns.
The stone's on the general manager in Cleveland because you have a rookie head coach, a second-year quarterback that are now having to manage two massive diva wide receivers, Jarvis Landry and Odell Beckham Jr., two guys that are good friends and went to college together. Odell Beckham Jr. is a guy that couldn't keep his mouth shut and his stuff together in the biggest media market on the planet with a veteran quarterback that had 2 Super Bowl rings. If things go poorly, you think Baker Mayfield's going to be able to handle that? And he's not a guy that also holds his tongue, right?
That's a good point.
Maybe you need that, though.
Except Eli Manning is a terrible quarterback right now. And Baker Mayfield right now is better than him.
Okay.
And I'm saying is for Beckham, he's going to get paid. You're going to see them work out a deal.
Yeah.
They're going to extend this deal with Beckham. And the Giants are the ones paying the cap hit, which is hilarious at how poorly they handled this. And I think for the Browns, I think they're taking a swing. I think they know that division is down. And I think that's the kind of move a team like the Browns, who have made the Bills look more successful over the last few years, need to make.
Look, you're right on paper that that's an awesome team. But there have been things on paper in Cleveland for every sport they've ever had that looked great. There is no way that this works. There is absolutely no way this works. And what the Giants took in return for Odell Beckham Jr. tells me there's more to this story than what we're seeing. And it reminds me of a good buddy of mine's favorite football team a couple of years ago, right? The All-Star team. Remember all the guys the Eagles brought in? On paper, it was arguably one of the greatest teams you've ever seen.
You know what's funny about that? It wasn't even that great of a team. And it was Vince.
Hold on, wait. Do you have hindsight on right now? Because it's 2020?
No, because it was Vince Young that said it. And Vince Young was terrible. And why he was talking about that. And they were talking about guys like Nnamdi Asomugha.
Yeah.
I mean, who was just a guy who got paid. That was not a great team by any stretch. And just because Vince Young said it about a dream team, it wasn't even close. I'm not saying this is a great team. I'm saying this is a team that should be able to put points on the board. They have young talent on defense. They still have a ton of draft picks left to use. And I think that the Browns now are a very, very viable team in the AFC.
And their division got worse.
Yeah, no question.
On top of that. So
Baltimore's now going to play with no defense and no quarterback.
You ready?
Yeah.
Here's my crazy prediction.
Okay.
Write it down. The Browns are not over 500 this season.
Ooh, that's bold. Take it to the bank.
And what happens? It all blows up on them?
I do. I mean, come on, Mike. You've seen this movie before. You've seen this story before. You know the ownership in Cleveland is what the issue is.
Ownership is
you have a
problem.
guy under federal indictment for a whole bunch of different stuff, and then now all of a sudden he makes a brilliant move after going, 126-1 over 2.5 seasons? It cannot work.
Sounds like the owner has sort of stayed out of the picture, and he's let Dorsey make the call, and Dorsey has done a good job of bringing in talent there.